The process to me has to feel inspired. When I'm creating things, I'm happy, I'm content. When I'm not, when I'm away from home, my studio, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a vacation. But that whole time, I'm just chomping at the bit to get back. It's this like lonely existence though, because when you spend so much time in a fashion where you do not compromise, there's not a lot of room for other people, but it's where I am alone with myself. That's so important, I think, because that allows me to understand who I am and just kind of strip everything away. There's like a meditative quality to it. I think it's important to have, something in your life that when you do it, you are there, you are present. Nothing else matters. You're not thinking about bills or what you have to do tomorrow. You're thinking about right now. About a year and a half ago, my wife, who was in med school at the time, was getting ready to start rotations, and she got assigned to Long Branch, New Jersey. It was a pretty significant transition in my life. I'd gone from living in the Boston area, where I had studio space, place to work, to not having that at all, not knowing if I was going to have that, and just finished a few shows that they really didn't go as well as I wanted them to. I mean, they were beautiful shows and I was very proud of them, but really nothing came out of it, which was a little frustrating. But I was just really kind of like trying to understand what role it was going to play in my life moving forward. We moved to New Jersey and found this beautiful cottage that had this massive old carriage house right next to it that wasn't being used, and I just knew I was going to turn it into a studio. The impact of my experience in the carriage house, my studio, really touches on why the New Native is important, because the New Native talks about making a home wherever you are, wherever you feel comfortable, and that studio allowed me to really spread my wings in a lot of ways and really kind of feel like I could do what I've never done before. All the work up until this point has really been defined by representative work, figurative work. I've always wanted to do work that was more kind of on an abstract level, but I think to do that well is challenging. With a figure, you're really constrained by getting proportions correct. If I do that effectively, if I provide effective shadow and contrast and color and effective understanding of light source, I feel like I'm getting it right. With a non-representational piece, that's not there. And I think that that's exciting, but it's also pretty intimidating. How many times have you heard somebody or been with somebody or yourself gone to a museum and it's like, this piece is in front of you and you're like, I could have done that. Or a child could have done that, but I want to make sure that if it's a non-representational piece I'm doing, I don't have people saying that. I don't want that. I want there to be a complete sense of craft and artistry, development and nuance and beauty. I really found my voice in that studio. We talk about where we're from in this very kind of simple context. I'm from Virginia, but I'm really from every place that's touched me and every place I feel attached to, or any place I've ever called home. I like thinking about life that way, that it can really kind of be what you want it to be. You can make your home wherever you feel comfortable.